Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to YouTube. Man, I have not made a YouTube video in a hot minute, especially not on World of Tanks. So today, I'm going to be opening up 200 gift boxes, and they're going to decide if these boxes are worth it, or if they're not worth it. Many of the streamers have done this already, like Quickie Baby, Des Games, and the other ones. Definitely go check out their videos. One thing that is different from this year than from past years is they now have a set limit to the boxes themselves. So after you open up 50, you're on that 50th try, if you have not gotten a Tier 8 premium tank, you're guaranteed that premium tank. Past years, that is not the case. So theoretically, we should get 4 of the Tier 8 premiums as a definite. Hopefully that is the case. That has to be the case. And then after that, we might get the 5th one, which is very exciting. There's a new Tier 8 Chinese heavy tank, and there's a new Tier 9 French premium tank, light tank, and what was the other one? Arnie, Arnold's tank. So Arnold Schwarzenegger is in the game again, so he's a wicked cool commander, but we're not going to look at that right now. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up 5 of these at a time, and at the end I'm going to assess how much value we have gained from these boxes, not just from the tanks themselves, but also from the gold, premium time, credits, and resources that you earn. And for the credits, gold, and tank value, or the premium time, I'm gonna show a list of what the total value was after we opened up all these boxes, and let you know if it's worth it to do this. When you buy them 40% off, they're worth, that's the largest bundle you can buy. You buy them 40% off, they're worth about a little over $1. I think it's $1.20 or $1.25 per box, if I did my math correctly on that. I think it's $1.20 per box. Yeah, so let's find out if these are worth it. Let's open up 5 at a time here. See what we got here. Alright, so already decent start. You're guaranteed 250 gold flat. Everything else you make on top of that is just a bonus. So this right here is actually probably the worst one that we got so far. 500 gold and 200 rock crystal. That's pretty bad. That's actually like really bad. But these two, not the best either, but you got something from it. Let's open another 5. Okay, holy shit. So we'll see which box this was. But that was within the first 10 boxes. We have now unlocked the new Tier 8 Chinese heavy tank. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at this tank right now, because what I have found is this is not the first time this has happened. If you look at the other streamers, Quickie Baby and I think Des Games as well, both got this tank first before they got the other vehicles. Definitely correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe that's the case. So that's huge. So that was, for some reason it says 194, which is odd. That was the 6th box opened that I got the BZ76. Okay, let's keep this rolling or else this video is going to take forever. So, I have to open 50 more boxes in order to be guaranteed a Tier 8 premium vehicle, but we may get lucky like we just did and get one instead. This is pretty good. Getting 500,000 credits is huge in the game, unless you have a bunch of premium tanks, in which case not as huge. The 1 day of premium, not as big, but if you plan on playing a lot... Okay, look at that. Alright, so there we go. We just got a Tier 2 light tank. I think this one... I think that used to be known as the Minnie Mouse, maybe. Let's take a look at what that is for just a moment here. Let's exit out and go over to the German tree here. And let's take a look at it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the Minnie Mouse. Really heavy armor for Tier 2. And the gun, not a terrible gun. I think this just looks like a fun tank to run around. Really bad DPM, but I don't know if that's bad for tier 2. I think you should be fine with that. What are the hit points like? 320 hit points? Yeah, so this is just something to run around with. You won't be running around with it because it's a 330 view range. I forgot how low tier has such bad view range. Top speed is 37, but specific power to weight ratio of only 7.1, so you ain't going to be going anywhere with that. But it's tier 2, so let's open up 5 more boxes here and see where else we can go. Okay, so this is the cat. This cat is going to give us specific missions on top of the missions you already get from Arnold and... I just forgot the one's name. The cat has a 10% chance of dropping, so it's interesting that we got it on like our 20th box. Theoretically should have gotten the cat already. Cat is not a great thing to get, if I'm being honest, but it is adorable, so that's nice. Let's keep opening boxes here. So we got another premium tank here, tier 4 premium tank, the Harry Hopkins. So this was on our 26th box, I believe. Got a Harry Hopkins. Let's go over to him. There he is. What is this? It's going to be a light tank, tier 4, in the British tree. I don't know too much else about this, but hey, that's pretty fun. It's one of the newer vehicles. I don't think this one was released prior to this. Let's keep opening some items here. We've got 30 more boxes to go, or 23. Alright, so there we go. We got another low tier premium tank. This one's tier 3, M3 Light. And the garage slot with that, so that's good. The rest of these really are not that great. The 250 gold and 1 day of premium, not that great unless you're the kind of player that's planning on playing this a lot within the coming month, which I am. Personally, basically the only time of year that I like to spend money on this game. Where is this tank? The only time of year that I really like to spend money on this game is right around now. Man, I don't know where that tank just went. It was definitely tier 2. Let's see if we can... Was it tier 2 or tier 3? It may have been tier 3. Let's see. There it is. It's a Russian vehicle. Okay. This looks a lot like the American... I'm pretty sure there's an American version of this. Yeah, like M3 Stuart. It looks kind of like an M3 Stuart. But yeah, that's cool. Alright, cool beans. Let's keep opening boxes here. But as I was saying, the only time of year that I like to spend money on World of Tanks is this time of year, because I believe the value that you get from these boxes is humongous. Okay, so I'm getting incredibly lucky today, apparently. We just got a second tier 8 premium vehicle, and this was within the first 50 boxes. And it's the vehicle that I wanted to get, the Viper. So this is great. Unfortunately, you don't get crew with them, I don't think. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, cool. Let's go take a look at the Viper real quick. Change this. Go all the way over here. And where's my Italian? There you are. So crew incomplete. That's unfortunate. I thought they would have come with the crew. But this is a really, really solid tank destroyer at tier 8 right now. Arguably one of the best tier 8 tanks in the game. And that is because this thing has like no weak points at all. Has a couple, like a little bit of weak point here, a little bit of a weak point here if you can hit that. But the only real weak point it has is this lower plate, which if you're able to hit it is only 20 millimeters thick. So this right here is actually penetrable by any gun that is 61 millimeters and over. But really that's it. That's all. Otherwise, really, really broken tank. I'm going to be real. Especially extremely broken. But the Bisante also came out as a somewhat broken tank, because this one does not have as many weak points either. But there's a weak point right here, and there's a weak point right here where these lights are, and there's some odd weak points on and around the turret here. So as soon as people started to figure out how to deal with this thing, it started to fall off a little bit, and it wasn't as overpowered. The same thing has kind of happened with the Vipera, except it really doesn't have weak points. Like, it just doesn't. You just have to penetrate this with super high penetration rounds. Alright, let's keep moving on here. Alright, so we're dipping into the next boxes here. We got our first style, and this is on the Fat Chat 155. Alright, cool. This is the Mantis style, I believe. I have not worked my way up the that specific line yet, but it is something I'd like to work up, because to be honest, oh, look at that, times 7 on that. That's a good one right there. Getting 7 days premium count is huge. 3 days down here. This is all really, really good stuff. Let's keep opening them here. Alright, cool. So that was all of the boxes that we had in our Snowflake. So we only opened 50 boxes, and I got extremely lucky, and we got 2 Tier 8 premium vehicles. Okay? So let's take a look at this right now. This is what we've gotten from just 50 boxes. And I will be posting the values of all this stuff towards the end of this video. Okay, so that's huge. Let's continue to open up these boxes one at a time. Here is another fantastic style that we just achieved. This on the Charge 4. I do not have this vehicle because I have not been doing the battle passes. Let's see what else we get here. There we go. We just got the last, I think, no wait, not the last, the second to last low tier premium tank. Let's see, what is this guy? I think this is the, actually, you know what? I really don't know. Let's take a look here real quick. Click here. Go to tier 5. Alright, this is a funky looking guy. It looks like it is a KV2 with a fast rate of fire. Okay DPM. Actually, I don't know if that's great DPM. A little bit lackluster on DPM. Somewhat decent gun characteristics. Let's see what the penetration is. 138. Oh, no. 162 on there. 115 lowest on there. 115, 162, that's pretty good. Alright, so that's cool. I really like the look of that vehicle. It's just a KV-1 captured by the Germans. I really like the look of that vehicle, though. So we got 32 boxes more to go before we can guarantee an unlock on the next Tier 8 Premium. But here's the SU-2 122. So I want to point out here that if you're not so worried about getting these the Tier 8 Premium tanks, and you just want to collect these Tier 5s in the lower tiers, it seems that you can get quite a few of them with not as many boxes. So definitely something to look into there. This vehicle is super quirky, got a double barrel gun. I'm kind of hoping that this does not mean that there will be double barrel tank destroyers, purely because although it would be funny to see someone kind of get one shot with FE405 power, I just don't think that would be super good for the game, even if you had high dispersion on both those guns, especially when you'd basically allow them to have a 2-shell autoloader. But regardless, let's continue on here. Let's open up some more boxes here. Alright, there is another style for the Schreiden. Man, I love the look of those 50 cals, I'm gonna be real. That's like my favorite thing. I love the 50 cals. The smoke canisters in the side, I think that's what those are. Ooh! Oh my god, it is mint, bro. That is so mint. Okay, look how silver this thing is. That is a beautiful style. My goodness gracious, I love it. I'm in love with that style. Whew! Alright, let's get back here. Let's keep opening some boxes. That is beautiful. And within 100 boxes, we have just unlocked the third premium vehicle. Let's see what this is. This is for tier 8. Alright, so this looks like the AMBT, I believe. Yes, AMBT. So, this vehicle is basically the Bisante, except it's a medium tank. It's not a fast medium tank. It has a fairly poor DPM. In fact, if we compare it to the Bisante, it actually has a worse DPM than Bisante. But I've also put vents and stuff on that, so don't worry about it. Where did it just go? Oh my goodness gracious, I misinformed all of you. I forgot that this is an American autoloader, not Italian. As you can see, it has a slightly worse DPM than the Bisante, which I may be able to get up to the Bisante with some vents here. But one thing to consider is that when this thing goes fully into its magazine, its reload time is not reload time, but its DPM is absolutely atrocious when you get deep in that magazine. It's about 18 seconds here, so you got about 60 seconds. Let's round this up to roughly about 20 seconds. You're going to be firing 3 rounds in a minute. So 360, that's 900, and then 180. So you're really doing about 1100 DPM if you go all the way in that magazine. So don't do that. Alright, cool. We got 37 more boxes to open here. There we go. We just got another tier 2. We get 750 gold for that tier 2, which is amazing. We're going to keep opening these guys. So, this is kind of my thing with this. Look at the value that you are getting after you've unlocked just over 75 of these things. If you spend the $100 and you open 75 of these things, the value you are getting out of it is absolutely insane. So if you guys are going to spend money on World of Tanks, and you know you don't have a ton of money to spend, and you really only want to spend it one time a year, or like something like that, spend it. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, alright, hold that thought. Alright, okay, alright. It's got like a mortar. What is that on the back? Is that like a mortar or something? BZ-55. I think that, is that like a mortar? Or is this a jetpack? What is this? Nah, it's 100% a mortar. I like that. I like the smoke canisters on the side. I'm obsessed with the smoke canisters, guys. The light up top, that's kind of cool too. These side rails, I don't know if that was a part of the tank beforehand. But no, that's a good style. Alright, let's keep going here, guys. But as I was saying, if you guys want to spend money on World of Tanks, and it's not on a specific vehicle, wow. Wow. Alright, 4 vehicles, 4 tier 8 premiums, in the first 100 boxes. So if you guys spend $100 on this game, get 75 boxes, you have a decent chance of getting these vehicles. Let's take a look at this guy. This is the Arnie. The Iron Arnie. Terrible gun. Really bad gun. Terrible DPM, bad dispersion, bad dispersion, bad accuracy here. Aim time's pretty high. So yeah, that's not the greatest, but what's excellent about this vehicle is all this gray part here. That is all spaced armor. And then that's the tank underneath. So they just slapped on a crap load of space armor onto the front of this thing. This thing is an absolute behemoth. Let's take a look. Look at that. 102 frontal armor here. And then 330 millimeters of frontal armor. Yeah, this thing is going to be an absolute freaking monster. What's the gun depression on this? -10 degrees of gun depression. Alright, so you do have a weak point right here. But if this thing gets on a ridgeline, you are never getting through that turret. Not even with your really, really high penetration vehicles like your Stritzvong, it's not going to go through that. Even with the, what is the average penetration on this? 330 millimeters of average penetration from this is going to struggle to go through the rounds on the Arnie. That is absolutely insane. Alright, let's keep going here, guys. Alright, so another 500, 250, 250, 250. We got more gold from the lower tank. Lower tier tank there. Alright, so again, really not the best with gold values here. Premium time, some people love it, some people don't. So that was 100 boxes. 100 boxes guaranteed you... Let's take a look at these stats. 100 boxes got me 17 vehicles, 4 3D styles, the Red Shire Cat, 63 days of WAT Premium count, 37,000 gold, 5,700,000 credits. The gold value is really the incredible part there, and a bunch of resources. So, let's go down here. Let's start opening these boxes up, and let's see if we can get the last two vehicles, 2 tier 8 vehicles. We should be just about guaranteed to get those last two in these next boxes. Really nothing great out of these ones right here. That's the first 1250, I think. Oh, 2 1250s. That's a great value. Let's take a look here. Alright, so we're really not getting a lot here, guys. Okay, here is the 4th vehicle that we're retrieving. Hopefully it is the AMX, the Tier 9 French Premium. I don't know if it's actually... It is. Look at that. I don't know if it's called the AMX. Here, let me take a look here. It's the Char... I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Charme. So, yeah. Beautiful vehicle here. I'm going to toss my Batchat crew right in there to train that bad boy up. Hoping to get the Batchat 105 soonish here. Alright, cool beans. Let's... How many do I have left? I'm going to open 3 because it annoys me that it's not an even 5. So give me just a moment here, guys. I'm going to go down to 25 because that just annoys me. So we are guaranteed to get all 5 vehicles here. There's only 1 vehicle left to get. Perfect. Alright. And we received the style from Minotaur. This I am very excited about. I know some people... I know Picky Baby didn't really necessarily like the style that much, but I actually really love the style. I love the fact that they decided to put a maze on the front, because it's the Minotaur. So I really love that skin and cannot wait to work my way up that line. Especially those turrets on the side. I love that look so much. Okay, let's open these by 5 items. In 47 boxes, we're guaranteed to get the last vehicle. Rinocerante. Currently not the best heavy tank in the game. And to be honest, working with Basante at tier 8, the lack of DPM on the Italian auto-reloading heavy tanks is really, really unfortunate. And makes it really hard to deal damage out over an extended period of time, especially when you start dipping into that bag. Another great skin here for the object, 268 version 4, excuse me. So you got 2 styles in one go there. That was pretty good. Let's keep opening up another 5 here. Alright, so nothing really great from there. Let's look at here. Again, nothing great, but when you keep repeating these vehicles, you are getting a ton of gold for them, so keep that in mind. You could potentially, after you've unlocked... Oh, yes! Yes! Thank goodness. I've been really wanting to get this out in MP405. This is a beautiful camouflage. Beautiful style. I love it. I can't remember what this was called. Oh, it just says 3D style. That's so unfortunate. I wish it said something, but it doesn't. Thunderchild, that's right. Love that. So you do have the potential here to... Oh wait, never mind. I lied. Ignore what I'm saying. So again, really nothing great here. So let's move on to the last 50 boxes. Open these bad boys up. 22 more boxes until we're guaranteed that premium vehicle. This skin is absolutely beautiful. This is a beautiful skin right here. And it's funny that they decided to put the life marker on the back there. It's just such a good looking skin. That's all you can say about it. It's just a beautiful skin. I really like the steampunk-esque vibes. For anyone who plays World of Tanks Blitz, it reminds me of the IS-3 Defender, which I absolutely loved back in the day when I continuously played World of Tanks Blitz, which I do not so much anymore. Here's another style that we're getting here on Strict Spawn 103B. I have not worked my way up this tank line either. I'm not sure if I really want to, but I have seen some people absolutely shred with the 103B and higher tiers. This is nice because it has an interactive 3D style. So this thing, when it goes into siege mode, these two things are going to move, it's pretty cool. It's the first interactive style that we've had in game. That's huge right there. I would really, really love it if they would add a style in the game that allows you to, that's huge right there, that allows you to activate like your machine guns like in War Thunder. Even if they don't deal any damage, I just think it'd be so funny to just watch them going off. So this is huge here, guys. This is what I mean by, if you're going to spend money, you know you're going to spend money on World of Tanks at some point during the year, this is when you should spend your money. And I'm going to add up the total value of all this stuff afterwards. Because if you really think about it, over the year of World of Tanks, you might spend a couple $100 if you're like really going out there and playing the game a lot, you really enjoy it, and you want the premium vehicles. Most people probably aren't going to spend that much money on World of Tanks, right? Especially free-to-play players, you're really not going to do that. But if you know you're going to spend money on the game, and it's not for a very specific vehicle that you want, then spend that money here. Because look at that. This was $200, $240 for this in total thing, which I do not recommend anybody invest in unless it's something you really, really want to invest in and you don't spend a ton of money throughout the rest of the year. This is like a one-time deal here, and this is how big it is for your account. So that is 103,500 gold, 10,600,000 credits, 120 days of premium count, 31... Oh, excuse me, not 31. 10 different premium vehicles. 10 different premium vehicles. 21 of which were compensated. 10 3D styles. Okay. So, if we were to convert 10,600,000... Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta count my zeros. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, if we were to convert 10,600,000, that's 26,500 gold right there. 26,500 gold. Cool? If we were to purchase gold, you're spending over $100 gold in credits. Now, credits are not specifically worth that much, but in comparison, we got about we got a little over $100,000, 100,000 gold here, right? If you were to spend, that is $400 worth of gold. That's it, just gold. Okay? It's 13,500, or excuse me, we had 120 days. So 7,500 plus this, so 10,000 right here. 10,000 gold is another just under $50. So let's say $45 for 10,000 gold. So we're at $445 in gold. just in gold right now, and in just in gold and premium count. Then we had another 26,000, which we got in credits, which is 10,600,000. So that's another about $100. So now $545 worth right now. That is doubled how much we spent on those boxes. Doubled. Spent $240. We're at $545, and I'm gonna put all this math up there as we go along here. Not only that, but we got a tier 9 premium tank. This is going to be worth between $60 and $70 if you were able to purchase it. Okay, let's see. I just want to see how expensive it is, which it's not going to let me. There's definitely a way. Okay, so you can't sell it for gold. But if you were able to, it would be very, very expensive. Alright, so we got 1, 2. So just these 2 vehicles, worth about $50. So that's $645. This guy is probably worth about $60 or $70. I'm going to say 70. So there's 170. So that's 170 on top of 545. I think it's 715. 545 plus 100, 645 plus another 70. So 715. So I believe it's around 715. I might be wrong about that. Okay, just right there, 715. And then what are the other tier 8s? 715. 765. 800 and 815. 810. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Another $50 on top of 765 is going to be 815. 815. Add in the value of these guys. I think the tier 2 is like 500 gold. I need to add up the values on the side here. But we're talking about quadrupling how much you've invested into the game by investing in boxes. Quadrupling. And if you got lucky like I did, and you got all the vehicles, and everything that you wanted from vehicles specifically, you're also getting a ton of premium time on top of that, and a bunch of credits. This is humongous, guys. Absolutely humongous. If you're going to spend any money on World of Tanks, you know you're going to spend it. Spend it at the end of the year. Spend it during holiday ops. Get quadruple what you put into this game. If you know you're going to drop $200, $300 in this game over the course of a year, save your money. Go to holiday ops. Drop it all there. You will get all the value that you need from that. That is my piece of advice for everybody. So yeah, that I'm gonna add a little sheet right here that's gonna go over roughly how much we put in and how much we got out. We basically quadrupled today. For statistics, 10 3D styles, fluffy, 120 days of premium count, 103,000 gold, 10,600,000 credits, and a whole bunch of resources. That's huge. And that is why you should invest into World of Tanks during the holiday season. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you. I hope you enjoyed the video today. And really just have an amazing rest of your holidays if you celebrate during this time of year. And thank you guys for just watching the video. I hope you guys have a great time in tanks this time of year. And yeah, be safe out there. And thank you guys for watching. Octopus Man out.